Hello, friends. Welcome in. As you can see, we're a little extra cozy for this particular edition of Calm. I wanted to show a couple of stretches that we can do for tension relief that are seated. So I'm sitting here on our couch, futon, daybed, whatever you want to call it. So you can do these in a comfy seat. Maybe you're sitting in bed, maybe you're sitting on your couch, or you can even do these, a lot of them sitting at your desk. So I think a lot of times where we hold tension is when we're doing work at a desk or on our device, on our computer, when we're kind of like a little crunchy in the neck and shoulders. So that's what this particular calm is going to be, especially about neck, shoulders, and back, and moves that we can do without needing to get down on the floor, without needing any special fancy equipment or gym setup or whatever. You can do these whenever you need them. Of course, it's helpful to be wearing clothing that's easy to move in and have your water or coffee or drink of choice nearby to hydrate with. But whenever you are ready, we can go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm just going to come to a comfy seat here. So wherever you are, just make sure that you're nice and comfortable. Helpful if you are seated upright like I am, if we have our feet flat on the floor. That's going to be helpful for us in posture and stability. So go ahead and sit up nice and tall. We're going to roll shoulders back and down a couple of times. So really try to slow down this movement. This is a move that especially we see it a lot in like a workout warm up or something where we're just going to really quickly roll our shoulders. But here, try to slow this down. So bring your shoulders up by your ears. In fact, pause there, which might feel a little tight and crunchy and maybe counterintuitive. Pull your shoulder blades back and together so you can see maybe even bringing your arms back. Hold it there and then drop them down. Ooh, and then let's do that again, maybe a little quicker this time, maybe not quicker, but maybe smoother, connecting one movement right into the next. Good. Ooh, my shoulders are crunchy today. One more time. Awesome. And then we can kind of shake that out a little bit, release it. I'm going to place my hands on my thighs and I'm going to keep my shoulders back and down. And I'm just going to find a nice tall posture. So however you are sitting, just take note, like, are my shoulders kind of hunched forward a little bit? Do I feel that hunching, crunching in my spine? We're just going to try to grow nice and tall here. Imagine this beautiful straight line through your spine and through your neck. Your neck is a continuation of that. Breathe deeply. It might be helpful maybe to pull belly button in. That kind of gives us this tucking of the lower back. So if we can visualize that. Now we're just going to pause here in this nice tall posture. It might be a little bit of a challenge for us, especially if we're not accustomed to practicing this, but we're going to stay here for 3 deep breaths in and out, nice and slow. Good. Awesome job. Now we're going to take a little bit of neck movement. So I'm going to keep my shoulders down, and it might be helpful to bring fingertips to shoulders to keep them in place. I'm going to tilt my head super slow, super gentle towards the right. Keeping that left shoulder down. You might feel a big stretch in the left side of the neck into that shoulder. Take a big breath in, out, and then up and over to the other side. Same thing, gently tugging that right shoulder down. And then back. Awesome. Now I'm going to look towards the right, and I'm not going to let that left shoulder follow me. I'm going to keep it pinned back. Looking towards my right shoulder. pausing here for a cycle of breath. Come through center, other side. Pulling back that right shoulder. And then come back through center. Awesome job. I'm going to go ahead and tilt. Let's start by tilting right ear towards right shoulder again. So pulling left shoulder down. Nice and gentle here. And then I'm going to bring left hand to the front of right shoulder. That's going to help me to keep that left shoulder down. You might start to feel some stretch going on there. Breathe deeply, and then I'm going to gently rock my head down. Big stretch for the back of the neck, especially into that left shoulder. And then I'll gently look up. Now you listen to your body. If any of this feels weird, especially we want to be considerate when moving the neck. Just be extra careful and pause where this feels good. But maybe we take a gentle rocking motion up and down. One more big breath in. Exhale to release that, and we'll go to the other side, dropping the left ear towards the left shoulder, bringing right hand to the front of the left shoulder. Breathe deeply, and then maybe you start exploring with a little bit of added movement. Dropping chin to chest. We're still sitting up nice and tall through the spine. And then maybe we gently look up. Whew. My neck is talking to me. You might even feel this in your jaw if your jaw is particularly tight. Good. Take one more cycle of breath wherever you are. And then go ahead and release. Amazing job. We're going to open up a little bit in the chest and shoulders. So nice and easy first. Just big breath in, reach both arms up, look up. And then exhale, float your arms down. Nice and easy. We're going to do that 2 more times like that. Big breath in, reach up, look up. Exhale, bring them down. And then again, big breath in, reach up, look up. This time, hold it. Maybe you interlace your hands at the top, reaching up and away from you. Maybe we go to one side and the other. Nice and easy. One more time, big inhale, look up. Exhale, I'm going to bend my elbows and pull them back and down. Woo. So we're opening up in the chest and pulling those elbows back together. Shoulder blades are together. Awesome strengthener for the back. Big breath in. Exhale, reach up, look up. And then again, I'm going to pull elbows down. Pausing here. And then again, reach up, look up. Last time, pull elbows down and together. Pause here for a big breath in and out. Good. And then go ahead and relax that. Shake out the shoulders a little bit. Amazing, amazing job. I'm going to bring right arm across. I'm going to catch it with my left hand. So this is a very classic gym class stretch, and maybe we're tempted to just kind of throw that arm across our shoulder, but we're going to use some care here. We're going to slow down a little bit. So go ahead and plug that shoulder down. So it might be crawling up by my ear. I'm going to just tug it down gently, sitting up nice and tall, using that left hand to kind of guide my arm across. Take a cycle of breath in and out here. I'm still sitting up nice and tall, so checking in with that posture. Now stay here, or maybe I twist towards this extended hand, just moving from my core. You can turn to look towards your left shoulder in this spinal twist. Big breath in, exhale, slowly unwind back to center, and then I'm going to tilt that hand down, letting my neck follow as my spine moves here. Big breath in, exhale, bring it up, and then I'm gonna unwind, use that as an excuse for a big stretch. And then I'm gonna bring my left arm across and do the same thing on this side. So starting out by gently pulling that left shoulder down, I'll sit up nice and tall here. Breathe deeply. Good. And then maybe we go into that twist. So not kind of throwing our whole body into it, but just carefully twisting from center towards the right. Maybe look towards right shoulder. There's a couple of cycles of breath here, nice and slow. And then we'll go ahead and release that. And then I'm going to tilt left arm down towards the right. Big breath in, exhale to bring that up. Go ahead and release that. Awesome job. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm going to do a little side body stretch. So nice and simple. I'm just going to place my left hand down the side knee, right arm comes straight up and then over. So don't feel like you have to push super far into this. A little goes a long way. We just want to keep our neck following that curve of our spine. And maybe we try to open up in that arm, looking up slightly towards the ceiling. Big breath in and out. And then go ahead and release. We're going to do the same thing other side, reaching the left arm up and over. Maybe looking up at your ceiling here. Breathe deeply. And then go ahead and bring that arm down. Amazing job. We're going to do a little bit of work for the wrists. So first of all, I'm just going to do some wrist circles one way, super simple, and then the other way. We're working at a desk or working on our devices, or we're typing, or maybe you work with your hands, whatever it is, our wrists can use a little bit of care, and sometimes those get overlooked. So we're going to spend a second working on the wrist. We're still sitting up nice and tall, right? So we're still working on that strong posture. Go ahead and interlace your hands. I'm going to bring my forearms together, and then I'm going to move my wrists through some figure eights, nice and slow. So the longer we're here, we'll see if we can make this movement nice and smooth. And then maybe you reverse the direction. Awesome. And then I'm gonna, keeping my hands interlaced, I'm gonna stretch them forward, drop chin to chest, letting my spine round a little bit here. Big breath in and out. And then I'm gonna go ahead and bring that up and down. Amazing job. I'm gonna do one more little stretch for us before we go today. I'm gonna kind of come to the side so you can see this a little better. Go ahead and bring opposite hand to opposite shoulder. Starting out with our nice tall posture, I'm gonna lift my elbows, look up. So I'm gonna kind of let there be this kind of curve, a little bit of an arch through my back as I lean into this. Big breath in, and then exhale, drop your elbows down. You're gonna round through the spine, maybe Lean back a little bit if you can in your space. And then I'm going to have you move on your inhale to lift your elbows, look up. Exhale, round through the spine. 2 more times like that. Inhale, lift and look up. Exhale to round. Last time. Exhale to round. And then next time your elbows are up, again, we're going to use that as an excuse for one more big stretch. And then go ahead and release. Okay, I lied. We're going to do one more. We're going to bring our arms out and we're going to try to pull them back as much as you comfortably can. So again, this is all about opening up in the chest and shoulders. So imagine that pulling your shoulders back, counteractive to how we're usually like this. We're pulling them back and opening them. Big breath in, exhale, give yourself a hug, wrapping your hands around the backs of your shoulders. Sit up nice and tall here. When you're ready, you can drop your chin to your chest. Take 2 cycles of breath, nice and slow here. This will be our last move. So proud of you for carving out this time, especially if movement is a little tricky, if getting down on the floor is tricky, or if we're doing these at our desk because we just have a few minutes, but you know you need a little bit of movement. Your body is so thankful. All right, go ahead and open up, stretching your arms out behind you one more time, maybe a little farther this time. And then opposite arm on top, one more hug. Hold on to the backs of your shoulders, sit up nice and tall. And then drop your chin to your chest. 3 cycles of breath, nice and slow. Revisit this whenever you need it. I'm going to do some more videos for seated and maybe some standing options, maybe some quick work break videos. Let me know what's most useful to you. One more big breath in, reach both arms up, look up, exhale, float them on down. Thanks so much for hanging out with me on my couch. It was so good to have you here today. I hope these helped you make a little bit of space in your shoulders and your neck and your back. Drink plenty of water. I'll see you guys next time.